Good afternoon, ma'am. Today's topic is encapsulation. So, encapsulation is one of the four fundamental of OOPS concept. The another three are inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. So, let's we discuss the encapsulation. So, encapsulation in Java is a mechanism of wrapping data type, wrapping the data that is the also known as a variables and code acting on the data like a members together as a single unit. So, encapsulation is a Java. It is a mechanism to wrapping the data and code together. And then in encapsulation the variable class will be hidden from other classes, and it cannot be accessed only through the member of their current class. Therefore it is known as a data hiding. Data hiding is the main concept in encapsulation. Then we can achieve the encapsulation. So there are two rules for achieving the encapsulation. So first is declare the variable of a class as a private, and second provide public setter and getter methods to modify and view of the variables. Then now suppose take a one example of encapsulation. So file name, one we create a one class, public class, encapsulation test class. So in that two variables like public name and name id name and age. Then we make methods. So first is a public int get age, then a public string get name, then get id, then set age, set name, and set id. And in that the set and get method are access point to instance the variable to test. Then we create a one main class. So in that we create a one object and getting the methods. So in that CISO condition we get the input, we get the name, age and id. So output is we provide a name like Amruta, and age 20 and id. So this is an example of encapsulation. Then benefits of encapsulation. So first is the field of encapsulation class may be or class can be made read only or write only. Then another benefit is a class has a total control over what is stored in the fields. Then we discuss the real time example of encapsulation. So encapsulation example is a school bag. School bag is one of the most real example of encapsulation. So a school bag can keep our books, pens, etc. Then encapsulation capsule is another example of encapsulation also. Then another such real-time example is when you log into the email account such as a Gmail, Yahoo Mail, and there are in that there are lots of the internal process taking place in the back end. So when you enter the password in that to logging, they are retrieved the encrypted from and verified, and then you can give access to your account. You do not have a control over it how to password and it be verified. This keeps you the our account safe being misused. This is a real time example. And then now we discuss how to achieve or implement encapsulation in a Java. So there are two important points whereby we can achieve or encapsulation in a Java program. So first is a declaring instance variable of a class as a private. So it cannot be accessed directly by anyone outside the class. And second is provide the public setter and getter methods into the class, and set modify the values of the variable fields. And then now we discuss the advantages of encapsulation. So first is the encapsulated code is a more flexible and easy to change. The new requirement, it is the most important advantage of the encapsulation. Then second, it prevents the other classes to access the private fields. Then third is a encapsulation allow modifying implemented code. We can modify when we write the code. That's code we modify. Then another advantage is that it keep the data and codes. It keep the data and codes safe from external interface. Thus, encapsulation helps to achieve security. It is important to achieving the security, and encapsulation always helps to achieve security. Then it improves the maintainability to the application. It is a And if you don't define the getter method in the class, then the field can be made right only. We need to define getter method in the class. That is our file made in the right only. Then disadvantages. So I think one disadvantages of encapsulation. So main disadvantages of encapsulation in a Java, it is a increase the length of a code, and and then shut downs the execution. It is a disadvantages of the encapsulation. Then main concept in encapsulation is a data hiding. So data hiding in a Java, it is an important principle of a object oriented programming system OOPS concept. It prevents the data member directly from outside the class, so that we can achieve the security in a Java. The main feature of a data hiding is securing the security. So data hiding is a important part. Then we can achieve the data hiding programmatically. So in that 2 points are important. First, it is a highly recommended the declare the data member as a private in the class. It is the most important. Then a combination of a data hiding, the abstraction is a nothing but the encapsulation. Encapsulation is equals to first data hiding plus abstraction. So then by declaring data variables like data members variable as a private, we can achieve the implement data hiding. When we achieve the data hiding programmatically, that time we declare the data we declare the data member as a private. Then we can achieve the data hiding. So then if a variable are declared as a private in the class, nobody can access them from outside the class. When we declare the variable as a private in the class, that time nobody can achieve the nobody can access them from outside the class. This is the biggest advantage of a data hiding. Then that is we can achieve the security. And then so another concept is a tightly encapsulated class in Java. So if each variable declared as a private in the class, it is called a tightly encapsulated tightly encapsulated in a Java. For a tightly encapsulated class, we are not required to check whether the class contains getter and setter method, or these method are not, and whether this method declared as a public or a private. Then another example, public class account. So take one example, public class account. In that, private double balance. Then Thank you, ma'am.